Regis, can I start with Eliza Leander? He came off with a head injury, I think, the weekend.
So he's in concussion protocol right now until Sunday. So he's fine without symptoms, but we have to be very cautious with him. Yeah.
A little bit like Trey Hume, you're getting an opportunity to rest him without having to tell him he's going to get a rest.
It's easier for me. Yeah.
In terms of players coming back, I'll go through them one by one. It's probably easiest. Romain Mundle, is he close to being involved over these next two games, or are you leaving it until the playoffs?
The week before the playoffs, we'll have Romain, probably one or two more, but we need to wait. And for Ballard, it will be for next Sunday, will be available, and Dennis will be on the bench for, I hope, 25, 30, 35 minutes at the end of the game.
Jensen Seelt, is he?
Yeah, available now.
Yeah. Agili say?
Same protocol as Romain Mundle, same target, and probably the other one should be Jan Povida around the 5th of May.
So Jan, what is the situation with Jan at the moment?
Was injured, and we try our best, and he's trying his best as well to be fit at the end of the season. If we can find a short window, and with another player who can help, we'll try our best. Yeah.
You're getting bodies back at just the right time. You talked about Niall Huggins a couple of weeks ago, possibly being involved in the playoffs or on the bench. Whereabouts is Niall at the moment in the scheme of things?
He trains with the team, but after probably 12 months now, obviously the connection with the game, his references in its time. So he's a good guy, good footballer, but with 12 months away from the competition, it's tough to recover your level. But we don't know. He's really positive, and it's still helpful to have this kind of players because he's a good teammate, and we don't know what will happen.
I mean, nice for you to have this problem of lots of players coming back, because we've talked so often about strength and depth recently, especially. Another positive was Joe Anderson on Monday, who I thought had actually not a bad game, coming in fresh to play left back.
Yeah, absolutely. This period was useful because it gave some opportunities for players who were not really involved at the beginning of the season, and they showed good qualities, and it shows that they were connected, they trained properly, and they understood the way we wanted to play. So when you have this opportunity, you are not surprised, and it was positive for Joe as well.
So how is the mindset now in this sort of strange period when you're stuck in fourth, you're not going to go up, you're not going to go down, you'll be away in the first leg of the playoffs. What's your mindset going into the game at Oxford, for instance?
So we earned this possibility. So proud of the team, proud of the squad, because it's a big achievement, and at the same time with the core of the squad, we knew before that it was really important to go through this phase, the playoffs, to have as many players as possible available and fit. So this period was a little bit unusual, a little bit strange, I don't know, but it was a good opportunity for us to refresh our players, and now through these two last games, with one game per week, I think we'll have a different dynamic. It won't be a playoff game because the only one will be away a little bit later, but probably we'll be closer to the right dynamic.
You said last week after the game that you thought it would be a stronger team against Oxford. Have you also got to be mindful that Oxford still potentially could be relegated, so there's the integrity of the league at stake as well? Other clubs wouldn't want to see you field a weaker team against Oxford.
Yeah, that's true. I think we so far we respected the league, and even with a different squad, we played at 100% of our capacity. So I think it's the case for many teams in the league. With 46 games, you can't play with the same starting 11, so you have to manage the squad, and it will be the case at Oxford. No worries.
Have the last few weeks been useful for you in terms of what you may have learned from some of the players who have come in?
Yeah, it's still useful because I think you can't replace a competitive game, and with 46, you have many opportunities to challenge your players. They can show their qualities, the way they can help the team as well. So many experiences, some good experiences. I don't know if it's bad experiences, but negative emotionally maybe sometimes, and both are useful. And at the end, that will have the best knowledge of the game model, the best knowledge of all the players available, how they can contribute to the output of the squad, and we will be ready.
In your head, do you know your first choice 11 for the playoffs, or is it a little bit a case of horses for courses, over two legs especially?
Yeah, in my head somewhere. And we know that many events can happen, so it's still it's not definitive, and we'll have to wait the team sheet just before the semi-final. But I think for everyone in the room, the fans, the players, the squad, we know what could be the first 11. But after that, you have injuries, you have players fit or not. I think we'll be close to our best 11, but we don't know.
Oxford at the weekend, strangely, their last 10, 12 games, they've lost every other game. If that continues, they're due a loss at the weekend to Sunderland. So I don't know what you make of that.
Yeah, it's still in championship. We still have different opponents, and you can win, you can lose every time. So for us, the main focus is still our game, the way we want to prepare this event, and with these semi-finals very close to this game, I think our players, our team will be 100% motivated, and after that we'll see.
Because Oxford now, Gary Rowett is a coach and manager who knows this division inside out, very experienced, and even since he came in, still fighting, to avoid the drop. Just shows you how tough this division is.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's a good reminder about what we achieved together, and at the same time, if we are not fully involved, we know that we'll be punished. So now it's not a new idea, I think, for the team.
I mean, by the same token, does it just illustrate just how much you've achieved yourself this season in taking this team, who finished close to the bottom of the division last season, to fourth in the table, as you pointed out last week, top of your division, if you like, because the three teams above the Premier League teams.
Yeah, I agree. And but after this achievement, we want more. I think everyone wants more. So after the season, probably we could have an overview about the season. Now it's our main focus is on the playoffs, and we'll try our best to be the best team as possible.
Hi, Regis. Are we likely to see an 11 against Oxford that may be the same 11 for the first playoff game? Will this give us an idea of who you might choose in that game?
Yeah, probably. We'll be close to the first 11 with the. Many things can happen, so it's not just 11 players who will be involved in that game at Oxford to prepare the semi-final. I think it's a full group, and we need subs to react from any different situation, because football is still unpredictable. You can't anticipate a scenario, but if you have everyone available, ready to play, connected with different positions, different scenarios, different problems. I think this is the best output we can have. So it's not only 11 players, I repeat, it's a full group, and we make different decisions to manage the game properly and to try to have the best output.
I know the players in the last couple of weeks who've changed your mind is the right word, but have pushed themselves into contention for that group who maybe weren't previously.
Can you repeat that, please?
So are there players who will be part of that group for the playoffs now who might not have been because they've done well in the last couple of weeks?
Yes, I think the decision for the squad and the team sheet will be more difficult now, and it's a good sign, I repeat, because often in the end of the season you can see your injured players, and are they positive, are they proactive, do they want to be involved at the end of the season or not? And here is really the case, they want to be involved. So we have positive vibes in the dressing room, in the building, and everyone wants to be in that team. So maybe more difficult decisions for me, but it's better for the team. So, and even if some of them are not in the squad, they will be around because we are connected. It's not only these 2 or 3 games at the end of the season, it's a full season. And if you play maybe 20 minutes, but during these 20 minutes you help the team, you are part of the process, so everyone is important.
And we've seen Southampton get relegated, we've seen Leicester get relegated, Ipswich soon will be relegated. Does it make you think, do we really want to be in the Premier League?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be another problem later. Yes, it's not. It's a good point. I think the Premier League is a really tough league, another level. But at the minute, it's not our main focus.
Nice. Regis, how easy will it be to shift the mindset from your policy lately, sort of rotating and trying to maintain freshness, to going into that playoff mode? Because obviously it is a different type of game. It is essentially a knockout cup game. So how easy will it be to sort of like flick the switch a little bit and get the players really firing again?
I think naturally, being closer to the event, the intensity, the commitment, the concentration are completely different because of the event. When you play this kind of games, it's totally different. And I think we were always involved during the full season because we were consistent, I think. And, we lost 2 or 3 games, probably with not poor performances, but the output wasn't really good. But we were always consistent, and against top 6, top 5, top 3, we can feel different energy because of the event. It was the case at Leeds, it was the case against Sheffield, it was the case against Burnley, maybe at Coventry we were exhausted. But you can feel it when you play at this level. The event create this energy, so it's not a difficult task. It will be very important to stay connected with our game model, with our strength, the way we will manage the game emotionally, for example. But at the same time, it's not difficult to create the energy because it's natural.
You mentioned emotions and energy there, but that will come from the playoffs. Does it all excite you, knowing what you could achieve from it?
Yeah, we want to stay focused on the game, because if you think about the future, I think it's not the right behavior, because you can anticipate mistakes, you can anticipate errors or achievements, but if you are not connected with the reality, I think you can be disturbed. So the main focus is about the game, the way we want to solve problems, the way we want size opportunities, and that's it, nothing else.
Obviously, you just said that you don't want to look too far ahead in the future, but is Sunderland a Premier League club in rating?
I think so, but we have to deserve the promotion, and it will be tough for sure, because we'll have 4 teams in these playoffs, and these teams will be motivated 100%. So no gifts.